Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Happy Thursday. It is my shot day. Today is week 31 on my Zepbound or GLP-1 medication journey because it hasn't always been Zepbound. Welcome to those who are new to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for keeping up with me on my Zepbound GLP-1 medication journey. For some who may not know, the medication Zepbound has the active ingredient Tirzepatide. So that is a medication within Zepbound that I'm currently taking. And again, this is week 31 on my medication journey or my GLP-1 journey on that. So I'm coming on, of course, with another update. I've been doing weekly updates for a while now. Last week on my week 30 update, I gave you guys the update on a great progress weight loss week. Also coming on, I was on talking to you guys about the 7.5 dose that I have been taking for a little over a month now, where I took the one box, which is about a month, is 4 pens, 4 weeks. So I shared with you guys about my 7.5 milligrams dose that I was taking and the kind of road bump that I came up against with my insurance as far as getting more of the 7.5 medication. So I will share some update on that as well. As you could probably tell by the thumbnail, not very excited about the update that I'm coming on to give you guys regarding that, but we'll get into it. Let's go over the weekly things that I do every week for you guys. So again, it is week 31. I did weigh in this morning. I didn't see a lot of progress this week, but as I've mentioned in other videos, when it comes to the menstrual week, you have to give yourself some grace. I mean, give yourself grace, throughout the whole process, not just, when it comes to that, but when it comes to the menstrual week, you have to give yourself some grace on that. So I did have some progress though. I weighed in this morning at 178.8. So I had a few ounces that I was down from last week when I weighed in at 179. So I'm okay with that. Totally cool with that. We'll keep track and see how things go on next week for that. I haven't taken my shot, so I can't give you guys the shot location update. We'll talk about that when I get into that. So yeah, haven't done that. Didn't have any further side effects or anything from the shot that I took last week as well. On week 29, I shared with you guys when I did take my shot that day on my left thigh that it had, it had a little burn. It was a little sting in there when I took that shot. It was really aggressive. And I got a bruise from that a couple weeks ago. I still have the bruise. It's just now finally starting to kind of go away and dissolve. But that's the first time, for as far as I can remember, since I've been on this journey since April, that I can remember getting a bruise from taking my shot. So again, if you guys have experienced that, I'm just curious if anybody else has experienced maybe getting a bruise here and there from taking their shot. And again, I don't know if it's because I took it straight out the fridge, it was cold, or what the deal was, but it was really weird because I did feel it. And I felt that sometimes when I do my thigh shots, sometimes I could just feel it. It just feels different. But this time I did feel it. It was kind of aggressive, as I shared. That's the only way I can think of to really describe what it felt like. And I do have a bruise on my thigh from taking my shot that week. And I was starting to get a little concerned, but I've noticed today that it is starting to look a little lighter, like it's starting to go away. So I won't shy away from doing the shot on my thighs. It's just something that's happened that's a little strange, or it just hasn't happened before. So I thought I'd mention it, see if you guys have experienced it, or if maybe I'm the only one. No, I know I'm not the only one, but yeah, so let me know if you have maybe experienced that in one of your shot locations, and what did you think? What was your experience? How long did it last? I know I can get bruises kind of somewhat easy, and they kind of last, so I'm not surprised because I'll look up and see a bruise somewhere and have no idea where it came from. That's just me. So thankfully, again, it's starting to go away, so I'm no longer worried about the bruise, and I will not, again, be shying away from doing the shot in my leg like I have been when I rotate the spots that I do. So that's that for this week as far as the updates. That's my weigh-in, and that will be that. So I do want to say thank you to the number of people who commented on my last week's video in regards to their experience with having to get the PLA for being on the 7.5 dose. I really appreciate you guys sharing that and giving me information regarding that as well. I will say I reached out to my provider. I think I shared that last week in my update, letting them know that I needed the update. I still have not heard back from my provider as far as them submitting the PLA to my insurance or not. So I'm not even sure if they've submitted it or not. I've reached out to them 3 times regarding the PLA, and I still have not heard back from them if they have submitted it or not. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. I actually had another doctor's appointment today regarding something else. I didn't see the doctor that prescribes the Zepbound for me today. So I had her look into my chart to see if she could tell if there was any movement with my requests and the messages that I've sent in. And I do believe it looks like she said that the nurse did send it today, which is over a week later, to the doctor regarding the message that I sent for my PLA. So as you can tell by the thumbnail, thankfully, because I had to see an endocrinologist today for another situation that I'm seeing a doctor for, and I explained to her that, you know, I was a little worried because I used my last 7.5 milligrams pen last week, and with them not responding, today is my shot day again. I am concerned that, you know, it's going to take some time for them to even get a response from my insurance, and I don't want it to go on too long and then I have to start over on the dose. And I've been on this medication since April. So what is this, November now? So is that 7 months? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months that I've been on this medication. And Lord knows that I was not trying to go all the way back to the beginning, even though I've had, you know, great progress. And I know that it probably wouldn't start me back, obviously, where I was weight-wise. But I just didn't want to have to start back if I could help it. So she did have some samples, which is what this is. Sorry, I had it upside down. So she had samples in the office of the Mounjaro. So she gave me this and told me that I could just take 3 shots, which will equal to my 7.5 milligrams. So here's a hang up with me personally. And I didn't share this with her at first because I was just kind of like, I wasn't expecting it for one. I just wanted her to let me know, like, if she could, like, reach out to that doctor in regards to getting my message across and then moving forward with what I needed them to do. And so she was like, let me just give you a couple boxes of the 2.5. So 2.5 Mounjaro, which also has the active ingredient Tirzepatide for some who may not know. Also an Eli Lilly brand as well. So she just said, let me give you some samples that I have of the 2.5 milligrams dose. So you can take 3 of those. That'll be 7.5. Now, I don't know if I want to stick myself 3 times tonight. I'm just going to be honest. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but I will say that I do have a backup of some 5 milligrams dose Zepbound. So that is what I'm considering doing, doing the 5 milligrams Zepbound and then seeing what happens from this week to next week. And hopefully I'll have a response as far as my insurance going forward and letting me get in the 7.5. Now, someone also mentioned in my last week video saying, asking if I could maybe go back to the 5 milligrams dose. And if for whatever reason we are not able to get the 7.5 milligrams approved by my insurance, that is my thought. I'm pretty sure that I'm probably going to talk to her about maybe just going back to the 5 milligrams and seeing if I can, you know, go with that dose and just go from there as long as I'm still seeing progress. I'm really not looking forward to moving up to the 10 milligrams dose of the Zepbound medication. I'm just not, I don't think I need to. I've been doing okay on the 7.5 milligrams dose. So if I am not able to get that again, I would be willing to go back to the 5 milligrams dose to see if I can continue on my journey on that particular dose. So again, stay tuned. I will, of course, share and keep you guys updated with what happens with that. Hopefully, I'll be hearing from my provider and her team soon in regards to my PLA and what the plan is going forward for that. And I will come back and share with that. So that is the plan. I do not want to go back to the 2.5 of the Tirzepatide medication. I don't want to have to take 3 shots tonight to get to my 7.5. That's just how I'm feeling. I don't want to stick myself 3 times. So my thoughts are to do the 5 milligrams dose and see how things go and then see when I hear back from my doctor in regards to getting the PLA and getting the medication approved by my insurance. So that is the plan. I'm really kind of frustrated with not hearing back from my provider. That maybe should be a whole nother video. I don't want to go into a rant in regards to that. For those who don't know, who aren't familiar, I think I shared in my reasons why I'm taking the weight loss medication video in regards to me having to leave my previous provider due to my insurance change and having to find this new doctor. And I'm just going to be honest, I'm not 100% happy with the new doctor that I've been seeing and the care that I've been getting from this doctor. So I'm really considering looking into that as well. And I hate to be looking into that being so far in this journey on this medication, but I just really need a doctor that I can depend on. And if I reach out to them, it won't take them over a week to get back to me. That's just not the kind of care that I'm used to. At my previous location, within 24 hours, I would have heard from somebody, no matter what. So that's just the kind of care that I'm used to. That's the kind of care that I desire from my medical facility. So hopefully things will either get better or I can find the care that I need so that I can feel comfortable with somebody, you know, treating me and having my medical history in their hands, pretty much. So that is where I'm at with that. Hopefully I will come back with better news and be on a better or positive note on my week 32 update next week. I do plan on filming my titrate video as well, with my experience titrating from the 5 milligrams to the 7.5 milligrams dose as well, and sharing that experience also, even though I'm probably going to take a 5 milligrams medication or shot tonight just to kind of, you know, get the medication in. So I'm not, you know, starting back from ground zero, essentially. So that is it. I think that's all I have to share today with you guys. I still saw progress, which is great. The only frustrating part is just being able to get that PLA sent in from my provider's office and getting that information done, and being frustrated because I have not heard from them, and I've messaged them over a week ago and reached out 3 times. So anyway, I want this to be a positive channel, so I'm not going to harp on that or continue on that as well. Again, to those of you who shared your experience and your thoughts and everything, I really, really appreciate you. That is part of why I started sharing my journey on this medication on my channel, because for one, as I've mentioned a couple times, I want to also encourage and share information for people who are looking for the information to be helpful for them also. And I'm also getting that in return when you all share your experiences as well in the comments as well. So that is awesome. I'm really, really happy about that. And I'm very, very grateful for you guys who are willing to also share your experiences with us. So again, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, thank you for tuning in to my channel. Subscribe to my page if you haven't subscribed yet. Join me on this journey and whatever else I start to share as well. This is all about me. I know I've primarily been sharing my Zepbound journey, but there will probably be other videos regarding things going on in my life in the near future. So stay tuned. Join me on my journey and my life journey as well. And thumbs up the video, comment if you can, and share your experience as well. And share the videos as well with other people who this information may be helpful to. So again, thank you, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.